Hey YouTube, Tutti back again with a trades and a pickups video and a bit of an update, actually, a bit of an update on some of the I don't know what you call them, projects or whatever that I had running. Obviously, yeah, a lot of people, you know, very kindly missed me and sent me some messages sort of saying, oh, where's the videos, this, that and the other. But yeah, I was away, I went to a wedding, we stayed over, so the booter weren't going to happen. I was planning on coming back, but that all changed. So yeah, and anyway, so I've sort of accumulated a few bits, and I've got, like I said, some trades I want to do. So I thought, well, I'm off today. My daughter's not very well, so she's in there sleeping. So I thought, well, sod it, make the most of it. So yeah, it is gone. It's just gone 12, so I'm allowed. Although technically, she's old enough, she'll be fine. Okay, right. So, excuse me, a couple of, well, actually a gift and a trade. So, I can't remember if the guy's done, I'm not sure if he showed what I've sent him. Did a trade with a chap up north, it's fucking grim up north, Ian McGrath. All these people, check them out. I'm going to do sort of like a mini shout out anyway, because there's a few chaps that I think are worth a watch. Definitely for future reference, if nothing else anyway. Anyway, so Ian McGrath, he's been doing some pickups videos, car boots, etc. Nice chap, comes across really well, considering he's probably on his own, he's about his 7th video, I think, or something like that. So he had a pickup of a couple of games, I think. One of them I was literally straight away, I thought, fuck, I've been after that for fucking yonks. Played it on my Z64, absolutely loved it. So, PM'd him, sort of said, because I'm pretty sure he said he's not too fussed about it. PM'd him anyway, we toed and froed, managed to have something that he was after, so did the swap. And what he's very kindly sent me is a Beetle Racing Adventure for the N64. If you've not played this, it's fucking crack. I think Glenn Plant, again, I'll link, you all know Glenn anyway, I'll link him down below. He does awesome N64 gameplay videos. They're not, to be honest, they're the only, I said this I think in the last video, I don't watch gameplay videos. They're more like a review / gameplay, and they're the only ones I watch. Really well put together, you know, I mean, production values, cause mine's fucking shit, I just barely edit. But that's just how I do it. But this game is absolute cracker, I must admit. It's, the handling of the cars is, I think, awesome, and it's like loads of alternate tracks and stuff, alternate routes, sorry, on the tracks. Really good game, actually, one of EA's when they weren't complete arseholes. So yeah, I mean, it's all in there, you don't need to see it all, it's the usual shit. So Ian, cheers pal, awesome, and I apologise for it being a little bit late. I know, like I say, it's just the way it goes sometimes with the old videos. Where am I at now? I'll do the gift. This is gifted to me by a guy. You all know him. If you don't know him, then you're obviously not reading your comments, because he comments on everyone's video. Fair play to him. And it's usually cool. This is from Mikey C. And the cheeky bastard sent me this because he knows damn well it's not a 360 compatible game. So I said to him, don't send me it, because I'm not getting, I don't want to get an Xbox, because I've tried to limit my collection as best I can, and in terms of the Xbox games, sort of saying only collecting the 360 compatible, I think half's the collection, I think, something like that, the required number. But he sent me a cracking fucking game, there's no doubt about it. I mean, even if I just keep it just for nostalgia's sake, Metal Slug 4. In wonderful condition, all the stuff's there. So yeah, cheers Mikey, and I'm fucking adamant I ain't putting the Xbox on, I'm telling you. Because if I do that, then I'm just going to kick myself of all the other games that I've sort of, you know, inadvertently picked up and moved on because I didn't want to play them. So a couple of shout outs. Right, first one, and I know this guy's had a few shout outs from some fellow YouTubers already. But I'm just going to chuck his hat in the ring, so to speak, as well. And it's a Sega Saturn lad, Scott. Check him out, guys. He's got awesome Saturn collection. I think, obviously, as his name suggests, that's his forte, and he's very knowledgeable on it. Me, myself, you know, limited. very limited. Obviously, barring the games that I picked up before, I did have one while ages ago. I still got them, still got 2 of them, but you know, in terms of as a kid or whatever, no. But Scott, that was his thing. So check him out. He's got Neo Geo Pocket as well. Big collector of that. So I think Woolly Weeble. That's one of Duncan's little niche collections also. So I'm assuming, you know, there's going to be a lot of traffic if you like going through that site. And again, he's one of these chaps that comes across, you know, really natural on camera, even though he does look like a T1000 guy. I can't remember what his name is now. It's not John Connor. It's the baddie who's a T1000. Well, I think it does anyway. So yeah, check him out, definitely. Check Ian out. Check Mikey out, obviously, of course. Who else have we got? You know all the others. Retro Chef League, Retro Dave, Retro Pee Wee Herman, Dave Nintendo. And there was someone else. Oh, Mark hung like a horse. Hornsborough. He may be evicted. He may be you know, out in his arse by the time this video goes up. So he's going to collect his wife, and he spent all his fucking money on retro games. But yeah, check Mark out. He's been making videos for a while, to be fair, but just recently he seemed to really have ramped it up, which could be his downfall. But he's a cracking lad. Again, another one north of the wall. Game of Thrones, if you watch that. So yeah, he's a cracking guy, awesome sense of humour. So check them guys out, please. See, I'm out of practice now. I'm out of practice. If I remember anybody else, I'll put them in the description. I've definitely forgot some people, I'm sure. I can't even get comfortable either. Right. Updates. Do an update. PSPs. Don't know if you remember, I picked up 2 PSPs and they were both fucked. One was a loose one and one was like kind of in a box. Although not with all the, it had a sort of charger and stuff. So, a bit of an and an ahhing, and to be honest, I've never opened a PSP up before. I think Craig Minks, my old mate, fucking the monkey on the roof. I don't know how he does that, honestly. I'll fucking go dizzy and fall off the roof. But again, not that you need to. I'll put I'll link Craig's channel down below. He's insane. He must have the best on the job, if that's the right word, on the job videos, where he goes and shows you what he does for a living. But anyway, I'm fucking waffling. Update PSP. So I have got one. I got a working one now. He says, oh, I've got the wrong battery in it. But yeah, essentially, I took the working one that powered up the smash screen. I took the screen out, the one that didn't power up, popped it into this one, and Bob's your uncle, Fanny's your aunt, got a working PSP. So, well, it's the second one I've got. I've got a white one, so I've got this one as well. I think the other one that sort of powers up and powers off kind of thing, I think whoever had it, I'm assuming it's like the young lad, I reckon he's tried to flash the firmware on it. So I'll need to look at creating a magic key. I think they call it magic key with a memory stick. Create one of them, but then I don't know in terms of, because that cracked screen you can't see much on it. So if anyone's got any ideas, I'm guessing with the magic key it just reflashes the firmware, like auto boots from the Duo R card and reflashes the firmware. So if anyone knows if I can put on the partially, you can see like the little corner bit. If the screen's like that, you can just see the corner bit there. If that would be enough for me to know, or do I need to sort of, I'm a bit loath to bite the bullet and pay 10 quid to get a replacement screen if it's not that. If anyone knows, if you reflash a PSP, does it do it automatically? Do you have to sort of interact with it, or does it just run through and do it yourself? Let me know. As I say, it's not something that I've really been involved with that much. Waffleage. Right. Oh. Where did we go? Oh, eBay. Got these 2 games. Now, technically I own this system. I don't own this region. But what I'm planning on doing, for the price of them, I was like, fuck it, I'll have them. So my idea is, eventually, when this heat dies off, to get back and do some of the modding stuff. Obviously I've still got the mods outstanding for Adam. Adam, if you're watching, I was going to PM you, mate. If you're sort of desperate for the SNES, what I'll do, I can fire the cash back and then send you a SNES back if you want, mate. Or if you're not fussed and it's a spare one and you're willing to wait, then I'll get round to doing it. So back on the modding side of it, I've got these with a view that to pick up a spare system and then mod that, which will allow me to play this and all the other regions, and kind of, I suppose, build the collection from that end, i.e. a mixture of regions, because some of these are fucking expensive and I think in other regions are slightly cheaper. So without fucking further ado, stop talking shite, pick these 2 up off eBay. They are 32X games, so Virtua Fighter, and as you can see, these are the US ones. Okay, all lovely condition, all complete, and the American ones have at the back. So I mean, Virtua Fighter is not, in terms of like a power race, it's not, you know, it's not major dollar. This next one is in a lot better condition, actually. I mean, that's got a few dog ears on the corner. This one's in really good condition. This does, it can hold its money, and that's Star Wars Trilogy. And there you go. And again, in really lovely condition, same as the other one. So I picked them up. I think they cost me 15 quid, like £7.50 each. So anyone that knows a 32X, not a bad deal, actually, not a bad deal. So yeah, the idea being is grabbing just a loose 32X, modding that and using that, because what I don't want to do is attempt to mod my one and completely fuck it up, because obviously I still want a working model. What else have we got? Oh, Amiga. You meet 1200s. Okay. I ordered two ribbon cables off eBay, and I don't know why I did this. I fucked up. I thought it was a UK. I'm sure I put in UK only. The fucking things had to come from China, about like 3 weeks wait. So they finally turned up. So I managed to obviously connect them up. But then, sort of thinking about it, I was going to do like a PCM CIA with a compact flash card, do it that way. So but in the interim, I thought, I can't remember what it was. I think it's Monkey Spaz 5000. He'd watched someone's channel. I can't think who it is now, and they were doing like the WHD mods and stuff like that. So it got me thinking, actually, I wonder if there's a better way of doing this. So what I'm planning on doing now, and excuse me if you're not interested in this, just skip it. So what I'm planning on doing is, in terms of the sort of laptop, the 2.5 inch IDE drives, I've ordered an adapter, a USB adapter for the PC. So I'm going to connect the drives to the adapter, plug them to my PC so it sees it as like a USB drive, if you like. Put WinUAE on there, the emulator, fire that up, basically format the drives via the emulator as an Amiga drive, install Workbench and all that kind of shit on there, and any sort of additional, you know, if I can get some games on there and stuff, and then pop them into the 1200. So that way then they're all pre-configured, so I'm not doing the configuration on the Amiga itself, if that makes sense. So they'll be put in pre-configured, and then obviously going forward, if I do have some on disk, you can always sort of load it on to the hard drive via the disk drives. Does that make sense? I know there's some people out there that are complete Amiga nuts, and they'll obviously let me know if they can. That's the plan. And to be honest, it's a lot cheaper. I think the adapters only cost me about £3. I mean, the PCM CIA card, I've got a flash card somewhere, from my old camera. They're only about £7, but I thought, well, this way I can, you know, further down the line or whatever, I can always swap hard drives and do stuff like that. So that's the plan. Okay. I went I had to go the other week. Charity shop. I did all right actually. I've done all right. So I picked some 2 lots. How are we going to do this? Yeah, we'll do it this way. They were the other day. Right. Okay. No, crack converter. Sorry. Yeah. Got some charity shop and I've got some crack converters. That's it, isn't it? Yeah. Charity shop and crack converters. So I'll do crack converters first. As per usual, just skimming there, I was fuck all there, and these just caught my eye. There was a few actually, like the usual sort of FIFAs and sports shit and fucking buzz and all that crap. Then I seen sort of a couple of these on the spine. I thought, because names just stand out, mile. So I looked at 2 of them. I was like, oh, okay, I'll have them, and they're only 20p each. And then there was a third one. Okay, and when I show you the sort of spine, I just thought, oh, it's going to be like a, I don't know. I thought when I just looked at it, I thought it said like the High School Musical thing. So I kind of ignored it, and it's a good job I went back and just sort of rescanned it all again. I'll show you the games. So first up, they're nothing, you know, mega rare, but they're quite nice and for only 20p. So I've got Swords of Destiny. So look, as you can see, 20p. Hack and Slasher. So Rising Star Games. I've got 7 Samurai 200XX. Nice cover actually. And the back looks really nice. I don't know if this is a side scrolling beat 'em up. Yeah, it looks like a side scroller. Or is it 1-on-1? I don't know, it looks like a side scroller. I haven't actually had a chance to play any of these yet. Again, 20p. These are all complete as well. And then the one that I missed, so these are on the shelf. Yeah, kind of like that. And then there was this one in with them. Yeah, so it's, when I pulled it out and I see the front cover, I thought, fucking hell, that looks quite good actually. So it's Hard Knock High. And I think, doing a bit of research, this is like the more rare or more sought after, if that's the word. And it's a late release as well, so it's got that cheap plastic thing. I thought there wasn't any manual in it. And again, 20p, so Essential Games, you know, it's not one I've ever heard of. It's 1-on-1 beat 'em up, I think. So yeah, just so you know, the cheapo thin plastic. So that was the old crack converters. Right. Now I bought these. I knew they were what they were, and I've got some of these before. Some of you might recall. And I bought a lot of them just for the cases. So some of these are the wrong language, right? Some of them say they're the wrong language, and I've tested some of them, and they actually do play in English, right? And some of them don't, which is a bit of a pisser. So I bought another sort of bulk lot of GameCube games from the same place I got the last lot from, and yeah, some of them are in German. So I'm not a scumbag reseller or anything like that, but if anyone's, I'll tell you which ones I've tested them all, and I'll tell you which ones are play in English, right? But clearly they've got German covers and text and stuff. So 1080 Avalanche, right? As you can, I mean, you look at it, you think that's just English. You wouldn't know any different, look. Okay, but on the back, as you can see, yeah, it's all in Deutschland. But it plays all the menus, everything else is all in English. So, and it's got the points card, it's got the manual. You know, they are in really nice condition. There's a few like, little, but it plays. I've tested it. So I've got that. Excuse me. So if anyone's, I mean, it's not really for a collector, if that makes sense. If you want to play it, it might be worthwhile. Yeah, in the case, to be honest, I bought some of these just for the cases. So this one is German. So I mean, if I don't know if I've got any German people watching me, I don't know if I do. Give me a shout, because these will be ideal. And like typical fucking pisser. This is one of the ones I needed, and to be honest, if it played in English, I would have kept it, regardless of the cover, because I would sort of, you know, waited and further down the line, swapped it out. But it's Splinter Cell Pandora Tomorrow, and that does play in German. Next one also plays in German. I've got this in lovely condition. It's gun. This one is a multi-language one, and I don't know why they're not all multi-language. I don't know why. I've got it. Prince of Persia: Warrior Within, and I think this is pretty much the same as what you'd get here. So as you can see, look, you've got the English. Yeah, so it's all multi-language. I'm guessing it's the same one. I should probably check on mine, but it's all there. Oh, actually, oh no, I'm looking at Xbox. Twat. I was just looking, I just looked at the Xbox. I thought, I've only got Prince of Persia: Sands of Time. It's the fucking Xbox one, you twat. Fucking hell, that's what drinking in the afternoon. No good for you. This one, I've never seen this. Duncan's probably got it. He's probably seen it loads of times, but it's one I've never seen. Now, this is one of the ones that the cover is in the back of the cover's in German. Everything else is in English, but you can see at the top it's got multi-language display. So it's King Arthur: The Truth Behind the Legend, obviously based on the movie, and as you can see, the spine is exactly the same. The back's all in German, alright, but as you can sort of see there, he says, yeah, there, you can see this obviously got English, and even the front of it sort of says it's in English. So that's what I did need, so quite happy with that. Again, in really nice condition. All the stuff's there. Is the manual? I'm just checking the manual actually, I didn't think. I mean, not that you fucking need the manuals anyway. No, it's only in 2 different languages. But it's that one. Right. This one is the other one that I needed, and again I would have kept it, even though the name's completely, you wouldn't have a fucking clue what this meant unless you know German. So this is obviously From Russia with Love, I think 007. Fucking, and yeah, I mean, look at that. No chance. This plays in German. It looks quite a good game actually, which is a bit of a shame. Old Sean Connery looks quite good as that. The digitising. The last one, and I've been a bit cheeky here because I've swapped the case. So if anyone's interested in this, let me know. Otherwise, I've got it twice. It will just go. I'll just send it to CX. It's Mario Kart Double Dash. So this is like, I can't remember where I've got. I must have had a game and it was all scratched up. So this is like an English cover. There's no manual. It's got the points card. Oh no. It's got a points card for a GameCube. So I mean, basically, it's got the disc, and I've tried this, and it plays all in English. You know, I've even done a whole race. It's all in English. So yeah, I mean, in terms of like the old CX, they'll just scan the barcode, and to be fair, even if they did test it, it plays in English. So if anyone's interested in that, like I say, be mine. I'm not ripping anybody off. I mean, if you checked, I think what it does, how they work it out is there's the little doll numbers there. If you put that in, it would probably show up as a German European, but it plays all in English. Now I don't know if this was clever enough to sort of auto sense what language my GameCube was set to and adjust as 1080 Avalanche probably did as well. I don't know, but if there's someone, if I've got any German people watching, I do have the German cover for this. So if someone does want it and they want it fully Germanised Leicester manual, then give me a shout. So that's them. Excuse me. Right. A couple of little beauties, or as my mate Carl would say, a couple of Bobby Dazzlers. Got these from the old, all of these charity shops now. So I see these on the seen one of these on the shelf, and I kind of remembered the name, but I remember it from a PS2 game. I think that was on PS1. Seen the spine, I thought, all bonus, but I was a little bit disappointed when I sort of seen the insert. Actually, I think it's only the insert that's different. I bet it is, because that disc and the manual look like it's the original. So some of these were, I think, especially the sort of bestsellers or whatever, different companies did different menus. So you got like the white label versions of I don't know, is it the EA games? They did white label releases and stuff, which is essentially the same game. I think it's just that sometimes they change discs. But anyway, enough waffle. It's Jade Cocoon. So I seen it like that, I was like, oh yeah. Now it's got like the Ubisoft blue front. Now I'm pretty sure the first release was all black with that kind of cover blown up. But like I said, inside this is beautiful condition as well. The manual is a huge manual, but that's what I'm guessing is the original one, and also the disc. So if anyone else knows, let me know. Equally, fucking really stretching it here. If anyone's got an insert, i.e. an original insert that they don't want, you know, give me a shout. But I mean, I don't mind. I'm quite happy keeping that one. You know, it doesn't fuss me that much. Just on the back, we'll just check to make sure that that is the sort of equivalent of the original one. Anyone's got it, maybe Labosu. Sort of, I know he's got quite a lot of these quirky RPG PS1s, because PS1 I passed me by. I've said this a million times before, same as PS2. Oh yeah, so 125. Although I didn't pay that because it's from my my special charity shop, and I've got this as well. I've already got this, but I weren't going to leave it there, and I think it's in very slightly better condition than mine. And that is, it's not the slipcover one, it's not the cardboard slipcover, it's just the normal clamshell ICO. I got my copy from John, 1MSX to go, last replay actually. So John, I'm glad that game turned up, mate, and I got the coins, and I forgot to ask you if you're going to replay, so if you are, let me know. So my other copy of that, because I mean, to be fair to John, he even sort of said, oh, because was it John? Fuck, I'm getting confused now. Because we get Shenmue 2. Shit, I can't remember if it was John. Yeah, I can. Oh. Anyway, the copy that I've got has got a very slight sort of scratch on the disc. And whoever it was, I'm pretty sure it was John, did say that, but it played fine. So equally, that one is scratch free, so I'm probably going to keep that. So my one is open. If no one wants it, it's got to be moved on. Yeah. Right. Pick 2 game, different charity shop now. These 2 are in actually really good condition. And for the price, I thought, oh, fuck it. If they had more of them at this price, I just would have bought them purely for the cases. There would have been upgrades, just pure based on the quality of them, but they didn't. They had quite a lot of wrestling ones. But then the prices, like, I'll show you. Anyway, I've picked this up. I don't think I've got it, but for the price, again, and the quality, if it did have it, it wouldn't be as good as this. So, Death by Degrees, It's the Tekken Nina Williams one. And look, see, that's what charity shops should do. 45p, bang, sold, gone. Money in the till. And it's fucking immaculate, absolutely immaculate. I can't stress that enough. So I don't think I've got that. I don't recall ever picking it up. And this one, I looked at the front cover, off the back of Dave, Lawn Boy Post, 1975. You must know Dave. If you don't, I'll link him down below. Straight away, he's picked up a cracking deal on a certain console, and he's done a video of one of the games. So I'm going to watch that later. But seeing this straight away, I was like, and again for the price, no brainer. It's probably a very poor man's version of it, but it's jacked. And if that don't look like fucking road rash, then I don't know what does. And again, 45p. It's in brilliant condition. I don't really get what's going on there. It looks like you can jump off your bike, but anyway. Again, excellent condition. Oh yeah, I was going to say something else, because I think I may have upset someone or some people, which I do apologise for. It wasn't intentional. Just talking about Dave Lawn Boy's Post, 1975. A while back, there was who was it? I can't remember who it was now. Ocarina fella. He did a video, and I think he was like on this retro and limb sort of, I don't know what you call it, community within a community type thing. And I made a passing comment, you know, there was no malice done behind it, regarding intros. Yeah, and I just basically said, to be honest, I skip everyone's intro like 40 seconds or a minute into it. And I think some people at Retro and Limb took offence to that. It wasn't directed at you per se or anybody at all. And I think, if I'm right, someone did a sort of video response type video to this. Fucking hell, it must be about a year and a half, maybe 2 years ago. And a lot of people will probably agree with this. They may not. But essentially, what I do in terms of intros is I'll watch them. So if I was subscribed to Dave's channel, Lawn Boy Post 1975, I'd watch the intro the first half dozen times. Even now, and no offence, Dave, I just skip it because I've seen it. Unless I know it's changed, I will just skip it. I know it's only 40 seconds or a minute or whatever, but when I'm assuming you guys are the same as me, I have like my playlist is like about 40 videos, and if I can cut off minutes here, there and everywhere, then I will. And it's no disrespect to anybody. I know people put a lot of time and effort into their intros, and more power to you guys. But I'll only watch them once or twice. When I get the gist of it, get skipped. Same with like what they're called, Billy and Jay, the Game Chasers. The only one that changes that I do watch is Bithead 1000. Check Bithead. If you haven't watch Bithead's channel, check him out. I mean, I dread to think how long it takes him to do an intro. I haven't got the time for that, so I don't do it, and I'm shit at anything like that. So mine is cheap and cheerful and to the point. As you've probably just seen, if you'd even bothered watching it. Maybe you don't, but mine's only like seconds. So the guys at Retro and Limb, I didn't mean to cause offence, because I know obviously some people seemingly thought that I was dissing the intro. It's not. I don't watch any intros. And like I say, there was a video response put back out maybe 2 years ago, and a lot of people were the same view as me. They'll watch them a couple of times and then they'll just skip them. And it's not because they don't appreciate them, don't enjoy them, or don't value them. It's just there's no need to sit there and watch it. I mean, Dave's has got quite a catchy tune, admittedly, but other than that, no. So I hope I cleared that up. Actually, guys, if anyone would agree to differ or whatever, leave your comments below regarding intros. Do you sit there and watch it all? Let me know. Right, last couple of bits. These two were from the same charity shop, and again, I've got them. I've seen them sat there. I thought I ain't leaving them, and that's especially at the price. So they're not in the best condition. Okay, so straight up honest with you, I haven't tested them. I can test them if anyone's interested. Otherwise, I'll probably just, like I say, CX training fodder. So looks like they've got a bit of water damage. So in terms of for a collector, as in for your collection, they're probably not the best best items. But to play, if they work, might be okay. But again, I've only picked these up the other day, so I haven't had a chance to test them. But Mario Kart Wii. So as you can sort of see a little bit, and just to be, like I say, it looks to be water damage at the bottom. I don't normally do this, but I will on these because I don't want people thinking I'm some sort of fucking scam artist. There is some surface scratches on this. CX might not even take it, I don't know, but I would hedge my bets and say it will play. But again, if anyone's interested, I can test it and I can confirm or not confirm. And I don't know if you're going to see that. You can see the fan in the thingy. So that's Mario Kart Wii. I've got the points of Mario Kart Wii. And then Super Mario Galaxy. This one's not as bad in terms of actually it's not that bad. I took just the top corner there a little bit. Got the manual. This disc isn't nowhere near as bad. I can't see. I mean, it is got surface scratch. Obviously, it must have been a kid, but again, I'm not sure if you're going to see them or not. I don't know. It's hard for me to look at this and look at the disc as well to see what you can see. So, no pressure from anybody. If it's not for you, don't worry. They will be absorbed back into gaming funds somewhere along the line. Probably for replay next month, which isn't far away, is it? Is it a month today? I don't know. Nearly. It's close, isn't it? 12th of October, I think. Right. Last item. There was supposed to be something else that I was going to show today. I had a chance to pick it up, so that'll be probably for next week now. Put that there. So I picked these up from a charity shop. They weren't out. They weren't there or anything. It's not one of the usual ones. Well, it's one I go into, but it's not one that I sort of know the people there. But I do now. So I happened to ask them, because I'd asked the woman once before. I think it was the Lego Lord of the Rings on a DS. Remember, I picked that one up, and she gave me it for £1. Do you remember? Same shop. So I've seen the woman there. There's a guy that works there, and I don't know if some of you guys that frequent these charity shops, you see the same staff. There's a guy who works there who I always found unapproachable. You know, I'm quite a sort of social guy. I'll chat to most people and have a crack, have a laugh. And this guy was like always like stone. No, 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 no. You know, and I used to sort of say, "Oh, you ain't got any more games." No, no, no. And that was it. Fucking hell, right. And then when I sort of picked them up, he wasn't there, and there was a lady at the back who obviously is the manager. So he was doing something else, and seeing the lady then, I thought, fuck it, I'll just ask her. To be fair, she remembered me, because I said, oh, I just wondered if you had any more old games, you know, because do you remember before you let me look through the box that hadn't been sorted? She was, oh yeah, I remember. And she was like, oh, I don't know, hang on, I'll just go and ask Roger. Roger! So he comes over and I thought, oh fucking hell, here he goes, he's got to like deaf me out completely. And she sort of talked about like the games in the box, in this box and stuff. And it was a little bit like, no, I don't remember. And then obviously she must, I don't know what happened, but then he sort of softened up a little bit. And he went, oh no, I don't, oh no, because we threw them away. I was like, oh never mind. He goes, and then he went, oh but we do have in the back, come with me. And I was like, oh fucking hell, he's talking to me. It was a bit weird. So I went, obviously not, I went to the back of the room with Roger, and we had this particular item. When he sort of said it, I thought, oh, please have something that I need. And there was one thing in there that I needed. So we were chatting about, and I did this usual, and then obviously the manager lady come over, because we talked about it, and he went, oh, you'll have to ask Sue, she's the manager. And I thought, bingo, at least the manager, I've got like a, not, you know, but she knows me and I know her and we get on alright, so that's the main thing. Roger isn't the manager kind of thing. And chatting, and she said, oh yeah, we haven't pat tested it, and I thought, I know what that means. And so I just sort of said, well look, if you're going to throw it in the bin, can I not just go and take it out the bin? Who else did this? Someone else was on about it. And they wouldn't sell him some electrical. Can't remember who it was now. Someone else's video. Al U2, wasn't it? Well look, for us, you know, the Irish are supposed to be silky tongued. Well obviously, look, us English people must have the one up on you, Al, because I managed to convince them, and I just basically sort of said, look, it's running your till, you ain't got to go through all that bullshit about getting it pat tested, this, that and the blah blah blah. You know, I'm willing to donate some money to it or whatever. So, and to be fair, they were then, like I say, Roger sort of softened up a little bit. We talked about old games, and he talked about the other ColecoVision, stuff like that. So for £5, right, I'll show you. I'm not going to show you all the. Well, I can show you a bit of the inside. There's no point if you've seen the rest of it. But I've got a boxed N64. It hasn't got the styrofoam, right? So it's got the N64 rattling around. Yeah, I'm not going to show you that shit. You've seen it. So it's got the controller, which is fine. I was happy to get this one, to be honest, because I do like the other colours. And I got a yellow one, which is nice. And then there's two rumble packs. One that's box and then one loose. They're quite nice to get. The box is a little bit bowed because obviously what they've done, they've jammed all of the stuff in it. But I think what I might do is I've got one that I've got the insert to, which might be better suited to that. Sort that out. Right. So he sort of said, oh yeah, we've got this N64 out the back. And I was like, oh yeah, you know, come on, be something that I really need. And there was that box there, and literally everything was jammed in it, so the box has gone a bit like ball. So the games, there's only 3 games. Unfortunately, there's no Mario. And one of the games I've got, but I haven't got it boxed, I don't think. So first up is Banjo-Kazooie, which doesn't have the tray. Now this, I've offered this to someone on the tube, so I'm waiting for a response back from him. He might already have it, but if anyone is interested in that, let me know, and depending on what he says, I'll get back to you. But just so we're clear, it hasn't got the tray, but it's got literally everything else. Actually, I mean, it's a little bit worn. I think what's happened is someone's just jammed them all in, because these weren't all in the boxes. They were all loose. All the bits were loose, so I've had to kind of reconstruct everything. But it's got the game, the cart, the manual, poster, everything. So literally, the only thing missing from this one is just the tray. And to be honest, if it had a tray, it'd probably sort the structure of the box out a little bit. Quickly show you around it. Like I say, it's not as you like. See what I mean? So once you get a tray in there, and you can reform it. It'd be all right. I mean, it'd be acceptable. I think it's nowhere near by the means the worst one I've ever seen. And then the other 2 are complete. I mean, the other thing, well, I suppose technically I could swap the tray over. But this is a better condition box, so I thought. I mean, this might even be better than the one I've got. I'll have to check. Truth be told, I'm sure I've got this one. Sure, I picked it up before. Again, I'll check. But it is Star Wars: Shadow of the Empire. And to be fair, this is in. I mean, there's hardly any. You see a bit of shelfware there at the bottom. There's nothing on that side. There's nothing on the top. And again, this is got everything in it. All the same stuff, all the sort of precautions, poster, manual, everything. Quite nice condition, I must admit. I need to check mine because I think it might be better than mine. Hardly any creasing at all. And then the last one, which sort of falls between them 2 really, condition-wise, and I'm sure I'm definitely sure I haven't got this, but again I'll check. I've got a loose cart of it, I know. And again, for the price I paid for £5, you'd probably be happy to pay £5 just for this. It's a Diddy Kong Racing. Like I say, it falls in between the two. I mean, I would have been happy if this was the same quality as Shadows of the Empire, but it's not. But still, not a bad find. And Sue, the lady, to be fair to her, she sort of said, "Oh, I'll take your name and number down." So it's another little, hopefully, contact that I've got there for a few more bits potentially in the future. So, not a booter video. I think a few people probably preferred it being split, so I might do that in future. I mean, the sort of season's coming to an end soon, so I'm not sure how long it's going to run for. But you know, if you prefer them to be split, like just pickups and that in the wild, and then like a car boot video separate, then let me know. It just probably reduce the time, to be honest. This, again, I've fucking waffled so much shit on this one. It's probably about the same length in time anyway. What else doing? Not long now to replay, so I look forward to seeing some of you guys there. If you're going, let me know. I mean, I know a few people already have, but it's always nice to meet new people. Have a few beers, play some games. Yeah, that's it, guys. So I've got something coming next week for definite. I should have picked it up today, but I wasn't there because obviously I'm at home. So I know I've got that, so that'll be next week's video, perhaps maybe on Saturday, depending. That's it. So take it easy, and I'll speak to you soon. Bye bye.